Hey everyone, Once Bitten here with another battle report. My Bretonnians versus an Empire army. For any of those who follow my thread, I've only played Empire a few times in 8th and really haven't had much success against the Empire. So there's an overview of the board. Obviously he's hugging that left corner, and I purposely did not line up directly in front of him. I wanted to kind of hit him on this side and be able to sweep over. So anyway, he's got his war machines on the left. He's got a master engineer standing really right between him so that he's not there now. He put him out just after this picture. But basically, any given turn, he could, if he rolled a misfire, he could just re-roll it for one of those machines. Really turned out as a very, very nice way to do things. Anyway, he's running this list. He's got 3 level 2 mages. One has fire, one has metal, and the other one has life. So here at the far left, he's got some free company with the lore of, I think it was fire. Then he's got what looked like greatswords. Actually, though, he's using those as halberdiers, and he's got his level 2 with, I think it was metal. Anyway, he's got a detachment of crossbows. Then to the right, he's got some swordsmen, and he's got his mage there, who I think was lore of life, with some outriders in front of him. Then he's got a big block of halberds with his archlector leading them. And he's also got a captain battle standard bearer in there. He's got handgunners, flagellants in the woods, some pistoliers behind him, and a steam tank. So here on my far right, I had a scree slope, so I put my trebuchet on that. It had really plenty of range to hit anything it wanted to hit. I thought I'd put my Grail Knights up to hit his steam tank, because I was hoping to get the flank on it. Then it would direct me towards his lines. I like getting 10 attacks that auto hit, strength 6 in the charge to hopefully get past his armor save. Anyway, got some bowmen there in a mist-wreathed swamp. Questy Knights. There on the far left, I've got a big block of Knights of the Realm. I've got a level 4 with Lore of Life, and I've got a Battle Standard Bearer. My level 4 has the magic item that turns somebody to a frog, and then she's also got the Crown of Command. My Battle Standard Bearer has a 2-up rerollable armor save. Next to them, I've got 15 Knights Errant with the Errantry Banner, a bunch of Men-at-Arms with a level 2 with the Lore of Beast, and she's got the Silver Mirror, which acts as a Dispel Scroll, plus it gives a Strength 6 hit to the caster. And I've got 4 Pegasus Knights. So my Peg Knights vanguard up to get behind that wall to give them some cover from shooting. There we are. And we go to Empire turn 1. So he didn't really move much. He's just he just wants to get in position so that he can make me come to him, and he can support him, have his units support themselves. He took his pistoliers. He's going to sweep around that side and use them to take out my trebuchet. And then he just starts shooting at me. Yeah, I don't know how to deal with this with the Empire. So the mortar is devastating against my men-at-arms. The Hellstorm or whatever that is, plus the cannon are devastating to my knights. So we live through it and move up. So it's Brett turn 1. I didn't have the distance to charge, so I moved up, to where hopefully next turn I can charge and he won't be able to charge me. Now on my far left, I was able to charge it. I think I needed a 10 or 11, but I went ahead and gambled it because my Pegasus Knights, I was going to have to move them up anyway, so if I failed it, it wouldn't be a big deal. So I charged those, I guess they were crossbows, took 1 wound from a stand and shoot, and otherwise hit them, and I had to hit the outriders as well when I moved in there. So and what was nice about that charge is when the stand and shoot, he had a lot of penalties because I was still behind the wall when I started that charge. So it actually worked out really well. I did get devastated by shooting. I real struggle deciding where to aim the trebuchet because he had so many juicy targets with those big blocks of infantry. But I decided to go ahead and this first go round aim for the steam tank, and I got a hit and put 4 wounds on it. So that really, really limited what he was able to do with that steam tank. And in case I forget to mention it later, on most turns after this, when he tried for steam, generating steam points, he failed it and took a wound. So that ended up being kind of a good decision. Here in this combat, he really wasn't able to do much to me. I as you can see, I killed a couple of outriders, but I broke them in combat, which is great, but they didn't run off the board. So it was actually the worst of all worlds for me because he's easily going to rally them because he'll have leadership 9 rerollable, actually with the musician leadership 10, and then he's going to be able to countercharge me with those free company there, so or swordsmen or whatever they are. So I was hoping to get rid of the outriders, but that wasn't to be. So to go to Empire turn 2, luckily he wasn't able to get the charge with his big block of halberds on the left. He was able to get with the swordsman. So not wonderful. Otherwise, yeah, again, he didn't really move up. With his steam tank, I don't know if I think he rolled for steam points and failed it, something like that. So closer look at that combat. I'm really kind of expecting to, not really to lose this time. I think we're just going to draw everywhere. So then he shoots at me, and yeah. And at the end of the combat, we're like that, and we go to Brett turn 2. So this time I just have to get into combat to avoid his damn shooting. So Grail Knight said, I was hoping to be in his flank, but it wasn't to be. I'm in his front. Hit the flagellant unit, the flagellant unit, and in my magic phase, I'm going to get off not Throne of Vines. I wasn't able to get that, but I was able to get Shield of Thorns off. So what that does is it does wounds to you, anybody in base contact with you, and I was really hoping to do some wounds to the flagellant unit to help beat them down quicker, because they're not going to run anytime soon. Yeah, there's a closer look at that. And at the end of combat, I actually killed all of his crossbows. Either that, or I killed most of them and they broke and ran off the board. I forget what happened. Either way, now we did a combat reform, lined up with each other, and we've got me against that remaining unit of swordsmen, and he's going to easily get a flank charge on me this next turn. So my peg knights they're not going to last much longer down here. Over here, I don't think my Grail Knights did a single wound on the steam tank. Now I'm really worried about it. I didn't kill nearly enough flagellants, just really fluffed my rolls for the Knight of the Realm unit. And that spell didn't do nearly what I'd hoped it would either.